from global clean energy technologies. The reason is clear. For too long, we have extracted and exported raw materials at the bottom of the value chain, while others have processed, refined, manufactured, and captured the greater share of economic value. That is precisely why the Government of Kenya has undertaken a clear and deliberate position. One I reaffirmed last week at the Africa We Build Summit, that Kenya will no longer be a supplier of raw materials to fuel the industries of others. Working in collaboration with our African colleagues, and this meeting is very pivotal. We will process our minerals here in the continent. We will refine them here. We will manufacture them here. The full length of the value chain must and will generate value for Africa, for African prosperity. Indeed, we are already on this journey. The iron ore pelletization plant in Taita Taveta, currently in its final stage of construction, represents an 11 billion investment that will create approximately 3,000 jobs for our people, including the value of iron ore, of iron and steel that will come from that manufacture. Our gold refinery project is also advancing towards completion, while the Voi Gemstone Value Addition Center is already operational, serving artisanal miners and small-scale operators with access to cutting, polishing, grading, and international market linkages. Like many African countries, Kenya is endowed with significant mineral wealth. Our National Airborne Geophysical Survey, the most comprehensive geological mapping exercise in our history, has identified over 970 mineral deposits across the country. These resources are widely distributed across the length and breadth of our country. Gold stretches across the Western Belt, from Narok through Migori and Kakamega into Turkana and Marsabit counties. We have niobium and rare earth elements in Kwale, iron ore in Taita Taveta, and titanium along the coast. Gemstones span the central and coastal regions, while copper, chromite, and manganese are found across the northern, eastern counties, among many others. As a country, we are quite literally sitting on immense wealth. But having minerals in the ground is not in itself an achievement. The true measure of success lies in converting them into tangible prosperity for our citizens. That is the goal we are pursuing. It requires investment, technology, and strong partnerships supported by a conducive fiscal and regulatory environment in which all these elements can come together effectively. As an administration, we are deliberately building those conditions. We enacted the Mining Act, a progressive, transparent, and investor-friendly legal framework that replaced colonial-era 1940 legislation. We have strengthened our institutional and regulatory capacity to deliver faster, more predictable licensing outcomes. We have digitized our licensing system. Through the online mining cadastre, applicants can now apply for mineral rights from anywhere in the world through a process that is transparent, efficient, and accountable. In addition, we have established Nairobi Mining Corporation we have established the National Mining Corporation as the government's investment arm in the mineral sector. In essence, the fundamentals for a viable and competitive mineral sector, one capable of delivering shared value for our people, our economy, and our investors, are firmly in place, and Kenya is ready for investment. However, the progress we seek cannot be achieved by government alone. the scale of investment required to develop processing plants, refineries, smelters, and the necessary supporting infrastructure demands private capital, global technology, and strong international market partnerships. To the investors in this room, Kenya is not asking you to take a leap of faith. We are asking you to look at evidence, examine our geology, assess our legal and regulatory framework, review our institutional architecture, consider our infrastructure connectivity, and our strategic positioning as a gateway to East and Central Africa. Evaluate the viability of projects before you, then make your decision on the basis of facts, clarity, and opportunity. To the ministers and distinguished guests from the continent present here, I say this: the conversations we have in this room, such as this, matter. The conversations we have in rooms elsewhere also matter. Africa's mineral wealth must become a strategic lever that we learn to deploy collectively, deliberately, and with purpose. I fully support the vision of the Africa Minerals Strategic Group. I endorse deeper intra-African cooperation in mineral development, processing, and trade. And I strongly support the operationalization of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area in the minerals sector. It is important, and if you look at some of the newspapers that you have today, we had a meeting last week where we were discussing how Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, as states, can invest in a joint refinery that will refine the oil resources that we have in this region. The oil resources we have in Uganda, a bit in Kenya, in South Sudan, and our region. And the industrialist from our West Africa, Mr. Dangote, was here with us, and he was sharing with us the opportunity that is available if we can combine and work together. And we have made the decision that we're going to do this together. We're going to harness the synergies of Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and South Sudan possibly working together so that we can have one big refinery here. And that is the benefit of countries coming together. I welcome the comments by my good friend, the CEO of Nation Group, that they will profile our continent, our region, and for that matter, our country positively. When you read the headline on the East African, it says, Uganda's headache. There was no headache. For heaven's sake, there was no headache. I mean, how does three countries coming together to build one piece of infrastructure that supports the region, how does that amount to a headache? So I really want to persuade us, as you sit here, let us believe in ourselves. Let us believe in our continent. And I always urge people in Kenya, let us believe in our country. Let us profile it positively.